What's up, YouTube famo? So, today it is mid-October. It is Saturday, and I haven't shot a video for you guys in a long time because I've been very busy and focused. So, let me give you an update on what's been happening with me. Number one, I succeeded in getting no violations on my parole, and I served my debt to society as per the rules of the courtroom and the law proceedings, and I am no longer on parole. I've been released off parole. I'm still considered a violent felon. It's still on my record, but I don't need to check in every week. I can leave the state. I can have a drink at a bar. That's number one. That's done. Steps in the right direction. Now, I haven't been telling you guys about this test I've been going through, the CWI test. The CWI. Man, that was a hard test. So, there's three parts to it. There's the practical, the fundamentals, and the open book section. I went for the D1.1 structural because I've been a steel inspector my whole life, my whole career. Just to have that certification expire while I was locked up. Not sure if I told you guys about it. What happened was it expired in 2021. I was in prison, and I was welding in prison. And I contacted the American Welding Society, and I said, look, I'm not just sitting here, sitting around doing drugs and raping dudes and twiddling my thumbs. You know, I'm actually welding, and I'm still in the industry. And they said, that's cool, but once every 9 years, I need to prove to the AWS that not only have I stayed in practice, but I'm continuing in my education. I'm continuing to learn. So in 2021, I told them, look, I'm locked up, but I'm in a welding class, you know? I'm in welding class, and, you know, I need to renew my certification, and I can show that I'm in the welding class. They said, we believe you. The problem is that your welding class can either count as staying in practice, or it could count as classroom hours, but it cannot count as both. And so, I lost my certification. Now, I got that certification in 2003, lost it in 2021. I came back out of prison. I signed up for it in 2024. In August of 2024, I took the test. And man, oh man, it is a lot different than it was in 2003. So, the fundamental is the one with the general knowledge. You know, just you go there, they don't try to trick you with the questions. It's either you know the answer or you don't. It's hard, but it's not tricky. The next one is the open book section. You get the AWS D1.1 code book. It's a fat son of a bitch. It's like an encyclopedia of welding, except it's not in alphabetical order. So you got like 2 hours and 50 questions, and you know, each question is very specific. So you get like 2 minutes per question. It's a very specific question. You need to know where to find the answer. It tells you everything you need to know about welding. Everything. So they're going to ask you about welding symbols, welding geometry, manufacturers, manufacturer certifications on studs, all sorts of stuff. Very specific questions. In 2005, I took that and I passed. Or 2004, I took that and I passed it. So I passed the fundamental and I passed the open book. The fundamental and the open book. Then there's the practical exam. The practical exam, it slayed me. And the problem was this is where they show you the welds and they give you a fake code book full of fake things. So don't use any common sense with it. You know, things that are okay in this book are not okay. So you have to know how to maneuver through their fake book of specifications. Man, I was taking my test. I was taking that test. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm kicking this test's ass. I'm finding all the answers. And the guy told me 2 hours or half an hour left in the exam. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not kicking its ass, it's kicking my ass, and I didn't even know. So I got slayed on that one. I didn't pass it. And since I couldn't leave the state, I had to wait for the AWS to come back to my state. And so I did. And just this past August, I took the practical, and I had 2 months to go to a Prometric center and get the fundamentals and the open book section done. I got them done, and I passed. Hard as hell test. The CWI, it's the hardest test I've ever taken in my life. Hands down. Hands down. And I've got a lot of hard to get certifications. I'm certified in ultrasound, magnetic particle testing, the ICC bolting and print reading. I got all those certs. I passed those tests. The CWI is hands down the hardest. Hands down. The easiest is the ACI, concrete. But anyway, so I will tell you, with the fundamentals, the thing was this year, I beat them with the practical, and I beat them, I like aced the open book, which is weird for me. I don't maneuver through the book that fast. I just need to be able to maneuver through the book fast enough in order to pass the test. This time I like aced it. I aced it, you know, and they try to trick you. They ask questions about things like you'll find the answer, and then there'll be a little star, and then the star will refer you to go to a note, and then the note will refer you to go back to this page and check it out, and there's the real answer. They'll say, except in this situation, which is very relevant. So they try to trick you. I aced that one. The problem was the fundamentals. They ramped up the difficulty on that thing like leaps and bounds. It was so much more intensely hard and ridiculous this year than it was last year. Last year, I aced that one. That was the one I got the highest score on. This year, that test was so hard. It was just question after question after question. Out of 4 answers, I could only eliminate 2. And I had to sit there and stare at the question, try to figure out what the hell answer they want. There was points where both answers were right. I just had to think of what's the better answer. That is a hard test. But I got it. I got my CWI. And so now on the weekends, I don't have to worry about studying as much, which is one of the reasons why I really wasn't shooting many videos for you guys, because I would watch YouTube videos. Come on, kitty. Remember this little guy? He's a big cat now. And he's always outside. I keep him outside. He's a great hunter. He is fantastic at hunting. And, but his problem is I haven't gotten him fixed yet. So he's spraying. For a while, the kids were going to school and they were complaining about the kids smelling bad. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Well, I found out what it is. It looks like you got a tick, buddy. I'm going to have to yank that thing off. Yeah, that's a tick. You're not even letting me look at it. So, I got my CWI. I'm off parole. That's big things. And I believe that I believe the house got approved as being legal within code. I believe so. Because I told them to come inspect it, and I haven't heard anything from them since. Nothing. So, I assume they just approved it. They probably wanted to. They probably were just like, I'm done with hearing this guy's name. You know, I'm sick of hearing about this address. Just be done with it. We approve it. Be done. So then when taxes come, they only charge me like $400. I only get $400 in taxes because they just look at the house and they're like, this place is a shithole, but it's acceptable, so it is what it is. That's just fine. They don't need to know what I have going on inside there. That I got a tankless water heater and the things I have in there. They don't need to know about that. So let's see what else. But here comes the next phase of the game. The next phase of the game is, I'm going to show you. Let me show you. When I came home from work yesterday, look at what I found. This is what I found plopped on my land. Oh, snap, kitty. Come on. They are fitting to drill this well. And man, oh man, I am not excited about that. After that Xyre paid $4,500, now I'm going to have to pay $1,000 a month for the next year. Man, that hurts. Just for water. Just for water. Horrible. So that's frustrating as hell. But it is what it is. It's got to be. So now on the agenda today, I'm going to take this pile of wood and move it to the back behind the house. But I'm moving these posts over here. Look at what I find. My buddy, a sleeping big-ass possum. A big-ass possum. I always see him eating out of the kitten dish, and he runs away when I come outside. He's alive. I see him breathing. He's breathing slowly. He's sleeping, but I'm picking up posts, and all of a sudden I see him underneath one. I'm like, oh, Lord. So now what am I going to do? Start picking up more of these posts until he jumps up and bites me? No, I think not. I think not. Let sleeping possums lie. And people don't understand. I do understand. I actually like possums. You know that they are the one and only Native American marsupial. America has only one marsupial, and that's this guy right here. Yeah. So I'm going to let him sleep for a while. So as of right now, ladies and germs, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to end this video here. That's the update. And I'm going to start putting out more videos again. My next step is I plan on studying and taking my level 3 NDT exams. And those are also very hard tests. But once I get those tests done, then I will be able to certify others. And as of right now, with the resume I have, I am marketable all over the planet, which is fantastic. You got your UT, your MT, your CWI, and your ICC bolting and print reading. You can work anywhere on the planet. They want you. So, but as of right now, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. I just really wanted to make sure that my company valued me more. It doesn't even mean I have more pay. I was making plenty of pay. I still make good money. I just have such an immense amount of expenses that I'm still so broke. So, but once I get my level 3s, oh my goodness, I'll be able to certify other people. And then what I can do is take some of these young bucks that are coming out of the union hall. I'm going to train them, make them my protege, my apprentices, and I'm going to get them certified. And once I can get them their level 3s, then I can leave my company, which is the long-term goal. I eventually want to leave my company, but I'm not going to leave them high and dry. The reason is I owe them too much. When I got out of prison, they hired me when no one else would. No one else would hire me, and they hired me. So I do owe a lot to this company, and I am not going to leave until I know that they are set. That means getting them another level 3. That needs to happen. So be it first they're in-house level 3, then I leave them with a level 3. They'll be in far better position than they were when I first came. So talk to you guys later. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Talk to you later.